Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a VK3002D. It's the Tier 7 German medium tank. It's located on the southeast spawn of Pearl River, and this one is under the command of WAMPlR. Now, this tank was a prototype manufactured in the spring of 1942. It's Daimler's second attempt to try and make a replacement for the Panzer IV, and something that could actually take on the T-34s that they were coming up against. It's the Panther prototype, but it's not the one that won the competition. This one is armed with an 88mm gun capable of 220 alpha, and it'll penetrate 145mm of armor with standard ammo, and with the premium rounds it'll actually do 194, so there's not much on the battlefield it can't pen. It's a Tier 7 game, and he's top tier. And you can see it's got lovely sloped armour on the front of the tank, and that is capable of deflecting shots. It's also quite a heavy tank. It weighs 43 tons, which means you can ram enemy tanks to death. But even though it's so heavy, it's actually very fast as well. 60 kilometers an hour is the top speed, so it moves almost like a light tank. Okay, first target's an IKV 103, takes a round for 224. That's a high roll. Do it again. Nope, didn't get that one. Okay, we can just about make out the corner, and he gets the kill. I think M10 wants to go ahead, so we'll let him. And we're turning round. I think there's that MT25 has been spotted round the other way, so yes, I think he's going after that guy. Now, it does have rather average penetration for the 88mm gun, and it's prone to ram racks, unfortunately. And its accuracy is not so great, but it is cheap to repair, and the ammo is cheap, and it does good damage as well. Standard reload is 6.14 seconds, and I believe that WAMPlR's got a reload of about 5 seconds. It's not showing here. Ricocheted off that VK. No, yeah, I think he wants to pull back. He realises he's outmatched. He's only got a 75mm. Oh, and he gets another one into the VK, which makes him a one shot. And oh, there's the MT, and behind him's a KV2. Well, gets one round in, but he's taken another round in the tracks. I think he's going to fall back. That's Arty. Just heard the rumble in the distance. You know that Arty is on the way. Can't get that T-71. Oh, that might help. That Arty round just went in. KV2. And he got him. I suspect that Arty round actually did hit the KV2, because he lost a few hit points in between our last shot. And there goes the VK3001. So he's going to go into the village. There's an SU-85 in there, and the MT-25's in here somewhere. There he is. Of course, the SU-85 could have the 85mm gun, which means he's actually quite dangerous. MT-25's not so dangerous, really, because of course he hasn't got a fairly high caliber gun. He's got quite a light gun, actually. No sign of the 85. Oh, here comes the MT, and he gets a ram and a big hit, and there's the kill shot. So 4 kills now for WAMPlR. T-71 pumps one through his side. Low roll, didn't get the kill, but he can get it on the next shot. Yes, no problem. T-71 did get a 75mm round into us though. Was that 76mm gun, I think, that one? Okay, where's that SU-85? Is he behind us? He's behind us! He's down there. He suddenly worked out where the SU... Oh, it was the Skoda. Where's the SU-85 gone? I think he took the other route. Skoda's below us. Oh, Arty but it's only a splash. Nice one in. Go for the ram. Yes, he gets a big ram. Now he's a one-shot. And that's the kill. So the Su-85 went down the other way. And we didn't see him. One into his rear. I think he was waiting in ambush for us to come around his side. Try to go for another shot. Yep, nice. Even though it's limited on accuracy, it still does the job. Okay, oh, we know where the enemy Arty is now. He's actually just revealed his position, but there's a 60G firing into us, and there's the other Arty, the GW Panther. That's one. Can we get a second round? Nice kill. Long range. Well, the enemy's capping at our end, and there's quite a few enemy tanks there. So I have the feeling WAMPlR has to come back and get a reset, because there's only 4 left on our team. And the Nashorn is kind of overloaded. There's a lot of enemy tanks around him, and he's gone. So, yeah, and we just lost another of our teammates as well. We lost the Type 62, which means it's now up to WAMPlR to get the reset. Either him or the VK3001H. This is where the 88mm gun gets very handy. Okay, it's going to be difficult to spot them. Oh, there's the T-34. It's a T-34-85M, and he's gone with one shot. We've got a box tank down there. And he's gone. So that's 10 kills. He's earned himself a Pools medal with those 2 shots. But there's still somebody in the cap. And the enemy's still got 4 tanks. We know it's not the Gorilla. So it's just a matter of who is it in the cap. Could be the VK. Could be the Striv M42 or the 60G FT. So he's just got to drive in as quickly as he can and try and get a shot. Well, it's the Striv M42 and we've just been hit by the VK. Can you get a shot in? He's an accurate one. Well, that got a reset. And there's the kill shot. So we might actually have a defender medal from that one, because the cap points went really, really high before he got the kill, or before he got the reset. So I think he's got a defender at the very least. But he's now got 11 kills, and he's in line to actually pick up a Racine Heroes, because there's still 3 enemy tanks out there. He's got 11. So he needs to get every enemy vehicle from now on, and he'll get a Racine, and that's a very rare medal indeed. Well, this is where the VK3002M was located, somewhere in this vicinity. Luckily the VK3001H is still alive on our team. Nope, can't see him yet. I do hope that VK realises that WAMPlR is on for a Racine. Oh, he's been spotted! Okay, now where is the enemy? Is he up ahead? He thinks he's down below, and that could be right. Nobody up ahead. He was probably hiding amongst the bushes down below. And he's found the 60G FT. In fact, that's the first time somebody spotted that. Amazing that tank's gone virtually the entire battle without being seen. I don't think that was the person who spotted him a short while ago though. Now, can you get a shot? There he is, just down below. Yeah, he gets one in. Can't get the ram, but he can certainly put another one in. And there's the second. He's firing HE now to try and get the maximum effect. And there's the kill shot. Oh, the Gorilla's coming up behind us. And he tries to hit us. But we do manage to get a hit on him instead for 140. Now, which way are you going to do it? He's going to go up the hill. Still haven't found that VK. That's going to be a problem. Our VK's headed for the cap area. the Gorilla's definitely going to be paying attention to us, because obviously you can see how many kills we've got. Come on, WAMPlR. He's not going down. He's going to try and jump on him. Oh no, he's crafty, and that was a very crafty kill, because he almost drove past him to force the Gorilla to turn, and when he turned, well, he couldn't get an accurate shot on in time, and so he was taken out very easily. Very nicely done, that. And he's found the VK and he's above him. How did that happen? How did the guy get up there? He must have been on one of the other channels, or maybe he was on that tunnel that runs under the rock. Okay, this is going to be difficult because the VK3002M does have good armor and a good gun. Remember, this is the tank that lost out to the VK3002M when it came to the Panther design. And the VK is a tier 6, he's tier 7. Okay, here we go. Oh, he's trying to chase him around the rock. He's trying to coax him into firing so he can get some 75mm rounds in. This is where the 88mm round comes in handy. Yes, he pumps one through the mantlets, and the VK came backwards rather unfortunately. Gets one round in for 125. There's the second one. Can he get the third one in? Oh, he didn't get the kill, but he could do a drive-by, shoot him in the rear, and there's the game. And that is a Racine Heroes medal for WAMPlR. Fabulous. Here's the end of battle stats for WAMPlR in the VK3002MD. Oh, it's not M, it's the D one. Almost got that wrong. Okay, it's an ace tanker for WAMPlR. He managed to get a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 8. He got a Hand of God for surviving the battle, having received damage from 4 different enemy vehicles. A Duelist for taking down 2 tanks who damaged him. A Fire for effect for doing more damage than the hit points for his own vehicle. He got one of the rarest medals in the game, the Racine Heroes medal. You have to kill at least 14 enemy tanks to get one of these, and that's very, very difficult. On top of that, he got a Pascucci's medal for killing 2 enemy SPGs, the GW, Panther, and also the Gorilla. A Top Gun for getting at least 6 kills. A Steel Wall for blocking the most damage in the game, at least 11 hits and over 1,000 hit points. And on top of that, he got the highest damage in the game overall. And just look at the sheer number of tanks that he took out. It's phenomenal. Let's have a look at the team score. Well, he got the highest damage in the game, and that was 5,349 hit points in total. The second highest damage in the game is the T71, who managed 2,819, and the third highest damage in the game was the VK3002M that he killed at the end of the game, 1,679. When it came to kills, he easily had the highest number with 14. The highest enemy was the T71, the T3485M, both had 3 kills apiece, and 2 kills went to the VK3002D that he never saw. At least did he shoot at that guy from a long distance away? I think he may have. Anyway, when it came to base XP, he's got that one as well, 2,107 base XP. The next highest scorer being the T71 with 713, and then it's the 40TP Habicha with 559. He fired 34 rounds in that game. He got 31 direct hits on the enemy and 28 penetrations on 1 splash. Damage of 5,349 hit points, of which 680 were at more than 300 meters. So you can see the 88mm gun is actually quite accurate at distance. 14 hits received from the enemy, 6 of them penetrated, 8 non-penetrations, 3 hits by way of splash damage, and he blocked 335 hit points in total. Some of those were the shots that went into the tracks. 4 enemy vehicles spotted, 14 enemy vehicles damaged, 14 killed, 138 hit points of damage assistance. Now, he did get 31 defense points when he reset the cap. I'm not sure why he didn't get the Defender medal, actually. I think he should have got the Defender medal after doing that long-range reset, but yes, unfortunately he didn't. And I suspect it might be because the VK3001 actually was the one who got the reset. And I think we could just do a quick check on that to see if he did get a Defender medal. Yes, it was that. It was the VK that reset the cap, not WAMPlR, which I suppose is a bit of a disappointment for WAMPlR, but there again, he did get a nice set of medals anyway. Let's have a look at the rest of the details. Okay, so he didn't get the Defender, but he did get 48,409 credits from the game, 11,328 from personal missions payout, but he did fire a lot of premium ammo to make sure those shells went through, and as a consequence, and that and consumables, he actually made a huge loss for the game of 76,657 credits. 2,107 XP, 1,581 from personal reserves, same again from tactical training, and same again from personal missions payout, took away 7,904 experience points altogether. So an absolutely brilliant game, very rare to see a Racine Heroes medal, and not to see other medals as well going with it, but that's a fair set of medals, and a really good game, even if he did lose a fair amount of credits. And let's have a look at the armor profile. Okay, here's the armor profile for the VK3002D. It's actually fairly well raked at the front. You can see its only impacted armor is 80mm at the front, but it's so well angled. It's giving him 111mm of penetration, extra effective armor to make those shells bounce off. You can see that even the lower plate is actually so well raked. Even that it's only 60mm, its effective armor is 166. So yeah, very difficult for the enemy tanks to penetrate that. Round the mantlet, or the front plate of the turret, you can see impacted armor 120, but you're getting effective of 125 there because I'm angling it slightly. If you look at the turret sides there, or the cheeks of the turret, you can see 60mm of impacted armor, but it's effective 166, and a very good chance if somebody fires at this tank from the front, it's going to ricochet right off. It's a little less on the sides, 45mm of impacted armor, but effective 66. So it's much easier to get a penetration on the side of the vehicles. Same on the turret, 60mm, effective armor 67 or 68. And round the back, of course, you can easily penetrate it because it's only got 50mm and it's basically effective 52. So this tank does have a very good front plate, less protection on the sides of the vehicle or on the sides of the turret, but try not to aim for the front of the turret or this front plate because you're more than likely going to bounce straight off if you hit it at the wrong angle. Let's have a look at the modules. Well, it's got a driver up front on the right hand side as you're looking at it, and alongside him is the radio operator, and he's got the radio next to him. Directly behind the driver is the gunner on the right hand side of the vehicle, and directly behind him is the TC. So technically speaking, I suppose you could aim a shell, a very well aimed shell. If it was able to penetrate through that viewport there, it might go through and take out both the gunner and the TC as well as the driver. But no, the chances of that happening are very, very slim. But if you aim for the front of the turret, remember the turret is very thick, so you're not likely to get them from that angle. You're much more likely to get them if you can shoot through the cheeks of the turret and put around through there, because then you're going to get the gunner and the TC. On the other side, we've got the loader, and he's got a ready rack in the bustle of the turret. So if you're going to aim and get an ammo rack on this vehicle, just aim for the back of the turret, and you should be able to hit that ammo rack there. There's another ammo rack on the side on the actual hull. Again, it's at a rectangle, that hull, so shells are coming in, they could bounce off. But remember, it's thin armor, so it's only about 50mm, so it should be able to get through the sides. And if you do, you might contact the ammo rack there. In fact, they did say that there's ammo racks all over the place in this tank, and in fact there's one on the other side as well, you can see there. And the fuel is either side of the engine, as in many tanks, and we've got the transmission right at the rear. But the easiest place to take this tank out would be directly in the sides on the hull or the bustle of the turret, and that's where you're likely to get a big bang. So that's the VK3002D. So I hope you enjoyed that replay, and if you did, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm, and please do remember that all the profits we're earning from this channel at the moment are going to help the Red Cross Ukraine appeal to help the Ukrainian refugees. So watch as many of our videos as you can, please, because the more you watch, the more money we can send to the refugee appeal. Thanks for watching.